So who's the real president of this country? Is it Joe Manchin or Joe Biden, Madam Vice President?
Come on, Charlamagne.
I really,
Come on. It's Joe Biden.
I can't
No,
tell
no, no, no,
sometimes.
no. It's Joe Biden. It's Joe Biden. And don't start talking like a Republican about...
Wow, what's the motherfucking deal, man? SheldonVybez in this thing, you know what I'm talking about? Listen, if you ain't subscribed to the channel by now, I'm gonna need you to go ahead, hit the subscribe button, hit that like button, and tap that notification bell as well. That way you are amongst those who are notified as soon as I release new content. Also, don't be shy, drop me something in the comment section. That way I can familiarize myself with you and recognize who you are as we are reacting to these videos. Now, man, today we got Kamala Harris, yes, y'all favorite vice president of the century. Y'all just been ski-weeing and chucks and pearls and all this other stuff for colored girls and all this other stuff. So we got black people and we got black looking people. You see what I'm saying? Kamala Harris ain't black. She identifies as Asian. She identifies as Indian before she identifies as a black woman. See, that's where we messed up at. Trying to get her in, but voting for her just because she's black. You see what I'm saying? Not me. But anyway, today we got Kamala Harris, and I'm sure a lot of y'all are gonna be upset with me. I may lose a lot of subscribers behind this, but I'm a free thinking black person. I'm not a part of the Democratic Party. I'm not a part of the Republican Party. I am a part of the Black Party. And none of the Democrats or Republicans speak to my party. You see what I'm saying? They only speak to their party and they only promote their agenda. Black people have yet to stick to their agenda and promote their own agenda, and that's why we are last. Until we understand that, then we will continue to be in this last place. But Kamala Harris, the title reads, who's the real president of this country? Kamala Harris checks Charlamagne for questioning her about Joe Biden. How dare you question me about Massa Biden? I'm sure she went slap off on Charlamagne the guy, you know what I'm saying? I just know, I'm not a fan of Kamala Harris. Not at all. I'm not a fan of Joe Biden. I'm not a fan of President Trump. I'm not a fan of Obama. I'm not a fan of none of them because all of them are a face. They are the face of the government at the time when they are in presidency. It's nothing but a ever-changing logo. Every 4 years or every 8 years, we change the logo of America, and that's the president. Y'all have yet to get the wool removed from over y'all's eyes if you are still thinking that voting for a certain specific party will advance us systematically. It never has happened. Throughout history, we have been shown over and over that this shit don't work in every election. It's vote or die. Every election, vote like your life depends on it. Every single election. Well, I have rambled enough, and y'all should have liked the video and subscribed to the channel by now if you haven't already, or unsubscribed to the channel by now, because I'm sure a lot of Kamala Harris fans is going to be quite upset about this one right here, you know, or Democrats altogether. Anyway, let's jump off in it.
So who's the real president of this country? Is it Joe Manchin or Joe Biden, Madam Vice President?
Come on, Charlamagne.
Come
on. It's Joe Biden.
I can't tell sometimes.
No. It's Joe Biden. It's Joe Biden. And don't start talking like a Republican about...
What? Like a Republican? That's where we at? So it's Crips and Bloods out here now. Don't you go over there talking like no goddamn Bloods and shit. Bitch, we crippin' over here, nigga. You know what I'm saying? It's C Walker, be your ass over there, nigga. The fuck is wrong with you, nigga? Don't start talking like no Republican. What? He can't be the interviewer and play the devil's advocate. This is what the interviewers do. Oh my God.
Asking whether or not he's president.
Oh my God.
It's Joe Biden.
Do you think Joe Manchin is a problem?
It's Joe Biden. And I'm...
Whoa! Look at how flustered she got. For him asking a question, I'm going to have to go back and watch this whole entire interview.
Vice President, my name is Kamala Harris.
Oh my God, look at her.
And the reality is, because we are in office, we do the things like
She
the
upset.
child tax credit, which is going to reduce black child poverty by 50%, on track to do that.
Now, here she go talking about black people. I paused it because in a minute, I'm sure she gonna mention somebody else. He ain't talking about no other person but black people. He ain't talking about no Indians, no Native Americans, no Mexicans, no white people, no Asians, because all of those people have specific set-asides for them specifically. When it comes to black people, we have to be all-inclusive with everybody. It's never nothing for black people specifically. Never. No, hell no. We always got to be inclusive with Mexicans, white people, everybody. She even said that she would not do anything specifically for black people before she got in office.
Do you support reparations for black people?
Well, listen, again, we had over 200 years of slavery. We had Jim Crow for almost a century. We had legalized discrimination, segregation, and now we have segregation and discrimination that is not legal but still exists and is a barrier to progress. We have disparities around housing. We have disparities around education. We have disparities around income. And we have to recognize that everybody did not start out on an equal footing in this country. And in particular, black people have not. And so we have got to recognize that and do something about that and give folks a lift up. That's why, for example, I'm proposing the LIFT Act. Give people who are making $100,000 or less as a family a tax credit, which will benefit and uplift 60% of black families who are in poverty.
So by default, it affects black families, but there's not a particular policy for African Americans that you would explore.
But no, if you look at the reality of who will benefit from certain policies, when you take into account that they're not starting at the same place and they're not starting on equal footing, it will directly benefit black children, black families, black homeowners, because the disparities are so significant. So if we focus on the specific issues that have resulted in the greatest disparities, and we understand that that's part of why we're doing it. Listen, the reality also is this: any policy that will benefit black people will benefit all of society. Let's be clear about that. Let's really be clear about that. So I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit black people.
So I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit black people. So I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit black people.
She wasn't lying to y'all, and y'all asses still went out there and voted for her. Joe Biden told Charlamagne to his face, if you don't vote for me, you're not black.
Listen, you got to come see us when you come to New York, VP Biden.
I will.
It's a long way until November. We got more questions.
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black.
It don't have nothing to do with Trump. It has to do with the fact I want something for my community. I would love to see.
Take a look at my record, man. I extended the voting rights 25 years. I have a record that is second to none. The NAACP has endorsed me every time I've run. I mean, come on. Take a look at the record.
I'd be damned if I sit here and allow any person on earth to tell me I'm not black because of any action that I do, especially a non-black person. But his ass sat up there and voted for them anyway. Why? Because he has access to the White House. They know who the fuck he is at the White House. They know his name. So he gave them the benefit of the doubt. Me, if you ain't talking what I want to hear you talking about before you get in office, you ain't getting my vote. You see what I'm saying? Because they specifically speak on the LGBTQ community before they get into office. They specifically speak on everything else for other people in their agenda. Why, when it comes to black people, we gotta wait before they get in office? Hey, you gotta wait before they get in office. They can't say that because of such and such. Hell, well, if they can't say that, they can't get my vote. You see what I'm saying? I need somebody who gonna stand up for me. I need somebody who gonna stand up for me, not for everybody, because everybody ain't getting slain in the streets. Everybody wasn't held in slavery and held back for 400, 500 years, and gentrification happened, and now my kids have to grow up with less than or with the goalpost moved further and further behind. Everybody don't have that. So you know what? I need something. If you not speaking to my ears, you ain't getting my damn vote. And until black people get like that, we're gonna always be in the past, in last place.
We do things that are about saying that our Department of Justice is going to do these investigations and require that we end chokeholds and have body cameras. It is the work of saying we're going to get lead out of pipes and paint because our babies are suffering because of that. It is the work of saying people who ride public transit deserve the same kind of dignity that anybody else does. So let's improve that system. It is the work of saying that we have got to bring down prescription drug costs because folks who have diabetes should not.
Somebody got in her ear and told her to calm down. Somebody got in her ear because I'm sure she got one of them earpieces on and told her to, hey, your voice level is rising. You're getting a little anxious. Calm down.
Be dying because they don't have enough money in their pocket. It's about saying black maternal mortality is a real issue that must be treated by everybody, including the White House, as a serious issue. Okay? So I hear the frustration, but let's not deny the impact that we've had and agree also that there is a whole lot more work to be done. And it is not easy to do, but we will not give up, and I will not give up.
I just want you to know that Madam Vice President, that Kamala Harris, that's the one I like. That's the one that was putting the pressure on people in Senate hearings. That's the one I'd like to see.
He knows psychology very well. He switched it up on her because he was giving her the hard questions, and now he's easing up off of her so she can pull her guards back down. Charlamagne is not an idiot when it comes to being an interviewer. He knows how to conduct interviews.
More often out here in these streets.
Well, the guy's honest truth. Y'all make sure y'all tune into that. I will be checking out that full interview in its entirety because I have not. I just only checked out that clip, but I know her agenda, and Kamala Harris is no one that I am a fan of. However, if she can get it right, then I'm with it. But so far, I have heard neither one of them any politician speak to me. And so they have not got any of my votes. Locally, I will vote, but for the president, until they get off of this BS, they ain't getting my vote. I've yet to vote for a president. I didn't vote for Obama because his ass didn't have a backbone. I didn't vote for Joe Biden or what's her face, Kamala Harris, or Trump. Don't give a fuck about none of them because neither one of them talk about black people in the light to where it is uplifting. We are being advanced economically. We are given more opportunities than we have. And I just don't hear it, and I will not be voting for them until then. Let me know how y'all feel about this in the comment section. Until next time, SheldonVybez signing out.